I'm live. There we go. Greetings, humans. Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. That's right. Bear here, 29-year veteran. Wait for it. Wait for it. Ah, the woods. That's right. That's where bears live. It's in the woods. Do not listen to all those people who say, the bears do all that sort of things. No. Just it's rumors. It's just rumors, people. That's all. All right. Well, hey, you know what's actually one of Bear's favorite times of the year? That's right. We're talking about Thanksgiving. When we all kind of sit down and give our thanks. And you know what? One of the things that Bear is thankful for here is that everybody is out hunting for turkeys and not bears. So they have the little rifle, and they that's a deer. Ah, no, okay, we'll skip that. That's a bear. We'll skip that one. There we go. There's the turkeys. Of course, the turkeys are actually hiding. If you actually come out during the summer, there are plenty of turkeys around, just roaming the woods. Not a care in the world because everybody, they all do turkey on Thanksgiving. So the turkeys, kind of get together a little bit on the early bit of November there, and they say, okay, we're gonna go into hiding, and then they kind of shuffle off for a little bit, and then after Black Friday, as it were, comes back out into the woodwork there, and not worse for the wear, hopefully. Kind of fingers crossed, we hope. Fingers crossed. So, it's very interesting in the woods how things work out. So, there we go. Good to have old P Money here. It says, Thanksgiving, what do you mean? Thanksgiving was over a month ago. I'm not sure about that. Not sure about that, P Money. I'm not sure about that. Jimmy Cricket, one of the more, he is very, how should you put this? Very, what would you call it? Very liberal with the tape out there. If you ever get a package from Jiminy Cricket, make sure you bring your chainsaw. What is it? The little jaws of life that they kind of, pull the people out of the car wrecks and everything. You're probably gonna need one of those jaws of life just to get a package open from old Jiminy Cricket here, because I tell you what, he wraps it up and wraps it up. It's probably waterproof if Bear can, throw it out there in the water somewhere. It'd probably float. Good to have you here, Jiminy Cricket. Good to have you here. Let's see. Why does Bear sound like Chester Busby? Does Chester Busby equal Bear? Well, I don't know if we've ever been in the same room together, so that might answer that question for you. There you go. Let's see. Peabody says, Jiminy Cricket, maybe Bear ate Chester and he just sounds like him ever since. There you go. There you go. Let's see. Canada celebrates the true Thanksgiving holiday in October. I'm not sure about that, P Money. I think that's a little bit of fake news, as it were. A little bit of fake news. So, tape is love. Tape is love. Go back if you've had just a moment. Not right now, of course. We've got a live show to do here, but if you ever get a chance, go back and check out Jiminy Cricket's box open. Not sure if I labeled it under Jiminy Cricket or it might be under Jason Robinson. Either or. I hope I'm not giving away Jiminy Cricket's secret identity there. But yeah, pretty fun stuff. It took most of the box open just to open the box. It's crazy. So there we go. All right. Well, anyways, speaking of fake news, I tell you what, Bear. I think this came in over the weekend, if Bear's not mistaken. I was ready to go on Saturday. I was kind of busy, a little bit busy on Saturday, but I tell you what, I was ready to go. I was about to bring down the hammer. You always want to wait. You have the little bit, is it Bongino that does the 48 hours or something like that? You want to give it any sort of news story out there, kind of a 48-hour window to kind of figure out is it true or not, and unfortunately, it was a little bit of fake news, but we'll share it here with you guys anyways. Let's see. Awesome is the word you're looking for. Well, there you go. There you go. Let's see. I think if I tried to tie my wife up with duct tape, P Money says, and say tape is love, I don't think it would go over very well. Well, I don't think so. All right, moving on to our news story. We got a couple. We always try to do a little bit of news here, so we actually got this. Let me do it. Let me do the thing with the thing. Let me do the thing. Of course, you do also do the thing here. There we go. There we go. And there's Bear as well. There we go. So actually kind of came across this this weekend. Unfortunately, it wasn't true, but we're gonna go ahead and kind of go over it a little bit here. Let's see, can we read that? I think we can read that a little bit here. It says the trillion byte letdown. So I think we can kind of figure out where we're gonna go with that. But here we are, November 18th. I think it's Jeffrey Huntley or Geoffrey Huntley. I don't know. Announced to the world over a period of just 3 days that he had downloaded all immediate content for every NFT on Ethereum and Solana. Oh boy, I tell you what, Bear was salivating at this story. And was releasing a torrent containing all of this media so that everyone could, quote, steal every NFT on these blockchains. And he created a parody called the Pirate Bay, created a parody of the Pirate Bay called the NFT Bay. Linking this to his torrent for everyone to download. And this is off of, let's see, it's called Club NFT, so you can check that out if that's where you want to be. We at Club NFT were pretty impressed, if true, because 3 days to download all this media would be quite the feat. Obtaining the data from the IPFS. There's just gonna take. It doesn't say on here, so probably Internet Protocol File System, maybe? I think. I don't know. To repin the Hawk at Nook Media, which sometimes Bear, I don't know. You see these words, and I hope I get it right. Which was only 4 terabyte, was pretty involved, and we have been working on the IPFS NFT for a long time. Let me Bear can barely read it. There we go. All right, so there we go. So it goes on. Vice, Bloomberg, Business Insider, The Verge, Tom's Hardware, Katuku, for crying out loud, and many others picked up the story and made quite a storm on Twitter. That's where you go to find the storms is on Twitter. The crux of every story was the idea that this artist has stolen all the NFTs. Oh man, Bear was salivating. By that they mean that Geoff, whatever, had done what he asserted in his Twitter post on the website and in the torrent's description. Right-click saved all the media for every NFT on Ethereum and Solana, whatever. I tell you what. If Joff, whatever, had not done that, then this would just be another NFT skeptic expressing some concerns, much like Beer. Many of these articles are careful to point out that, quote, we have not verified the contents of this torrent, because of course they couldn't. At 20 terabytes, holy cow. A torrent would take several days to download, necessitating pretty beefy internet connection and more disk space to store than most people have at their disposal. What? No, come on. 20. Let's see. Beer, let's see. That's 5. That's 2, I think. 2. 3. I think another 2. I mean, I'm looking at like, at least 10 terabytes just right in front of me here right now. So, you know what? NFTs don't have anything on video, I tell you what. So, anyways, a 20 terabyte torrent. Oh, wait, I already read that. We at Club NFT fired up a massive, I think this is Amazon Web Services instance with a 40 terabyte of EBS disk space to attempt to download this with the cost estimate of 10 to 20 grand over the next month. What are you, crazy? I don't know. As we saw this torrent as potentially an easy way to precede our NFT storage, not many people have found these resources to devote to a news story. There you go. Let's see. I was trying to figure out if you guys can see that there. Okay, there we go. Let's see. NFT stands for Not Freaking Thanksgiving Tomorrow. Well, thank you for that, P. Mine. Thank you for that. Let's see. It says, so what? Jeff raised several points about the NFT, which provides an excellent educational opportunity. So many people who are new to this space or are considering entering this space are not really sure what an NFT actually is. Some are piling into the space with dollar signs in their eyes, fueled by FOMO, fear of missing out, and falling victim to scams and pump and dump schemes. I think we already know what an NFT is, so we'll just kind of skip over that. So he says, being able to view the Mona Lisa in the gallery does nothing to reduce the value of that painting. If anything, the fact that so many people want to view it increases its value. Snapping a photo of the Mona Lisa or spending years learning Leonardo da Vinci's painting technique so you can produce a perfect reproduction of it does nothing to reduce the value of the original Mona Lisa. And he says, your reproduction likely has little value as well. Oh, well, thank you. Beer will save the time for that. That's because the value of art, beyond its aesthetic qualities, is in the provenance and story, more provenance than story, around that art. And the fact that Leonardo da Vinci created that one particular painting let's try that again. Particular painting hanging in the Louvre is 99.9999% of what makes it valuable. Well, actually, I would say that, probably that it was painted by Leonardo. It was probably one of his most famous paintings and most liked paintings. And the fact that it's hanging in the Louvre, that nobody can, buy it, that's really what makes it valuable right there. Kind of a sort of a French relic, I suppose, there. The story of how that art has changed hands over the century adds to that value. Not really, again, Club NFT, they're kind of pumping up their own stuff there, but that's all right. That's all right. The blockchain is a way to track that provenance and story of digital media via NFTs, which is, I think this is a great thing. Unfortunately, a lot of people have, like he said, dollar signs in their eyes. So, anyways, in much the same way that a catalog, I don't know, whatever, tracks the story for famous works by famous artists. And the value of an NFT is having the right to insert yourself into that story. I don't know. The owner of that work, and with the ability to transfer that right to another person, i.e., selling the work. Or selling the NFT, as it were. The same way purchasing a painting gives you the right to resell that painting and to prove to others that you are the owner, but does not necessarily convey the copyright or other rights. Purchasing an NFT gives you the right to resell that NFT and prove to others that you are the owner. And Bear's not really sure. I think there's a little gray area. I'm pretty sure that the artist of the NFT actually owns the copyright to it. If anybody knows in the chat, just let Beer know, because it's kind of a little bit of a gray area. I think still kind of like a painting, or let's say you get I don't know, the very first Mickey Mouse or something like that, doesn't give you the right to claim the right to Mickey Mouse or anything like that. I tell you what, if you could, you'd make a killing. You'd make a killing. Let's see. We can't buy the Mona Lisa. We'll see about that. Where's my Bitcoin? There we go. The real value of an NFT, in other words, comes from the artist who created it. Sometimes that's one person. Sometimes it's a project with multiple people working on it. One of the most important questions a collector should ask themselves before buying an NFT is, who created this? Followed closely by, should I care what this person produces? I think that would be the first one there. A good way to get an answer to the second question is by learning about the NFT community and seeing well-known collectors, artists, and curators think of an artist or a project and go from there. When you see a small community trying to hype an NFT or a project, be wary. Be wary, that's what Bear says. And see if anybody outside that group has anything good to say about it. Just like a con man can easily surround himself with friends who holler and cheer at fake wins playing 3-card Monty, a small group can easily create hype around a scammy project. And this issue exists everywhere in life, not just specific to NFTs. There we go. And it kind of goes on to the into the JPEG stuff. It was kind of interesting here. Well, let me just go ahead and read that, because even though it was kind of fake, it actually kind of it kind of made his point here. So let me just finish it off here. I apologize if this is somewhat dry for some of you people, but it does have a point. I tell you what, Bear was so, oh man, I was ready to just kind of wallow in the oats there of hey, I got it right, but not so much. Anyways, as mentioned above, the token usually does not contain the image or video file of itself. It points to that image living somewhere else via a URI. Sometimes this media lives on some random website or on a cloud storage like Amazon Web Services or Google. These NFTs are just a little bit risky. The owner of that website or cloud storage can choose to change or delete that image, effectively changing the NFT from under the owner. However, most NFTs either store the media on IPFS or contain code on the blockchain to generate that image in a way that cannot be changed. IPFS is a fantastic tool that gives us assurance that the media cannot be changed out from underneath the owner of the NFT. They say it's unchanging forever. However, it has its own issues as well. It does not guarantee that the media will always be available. Someone somewhere has to actually own a hard drive containing that image and make it available on the IPFS network. Usually that person is actually the marketplace where the NFT was minted. However, many of us in the NFT community don't like relying on third parties to protect our NFTs and would rather secure this data ourselves. And that's why they founded Club NFT. Blah, 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 blah. Bear is just going to have that as a kind of article there without any comment. But just buyer beware. Buyer beware. Honestly, I'm with them. I was hoping it was real too. This is one of those things where you gotta wait just a little bit of time and kind of come to find out, gosh darn it wasn't real. But anyways, let's see. Is Comics Beer talking about Marcus Miller? I do need to find out more about NFTs though. Again, what they were saying earlier was, let me see if I can find it here. Basically, I don't mind NFTs as a way of, here we go. The blockchain is a way to track the provenance of a story of digital media via NFTs. I don't have a problem with that. I think if, let's just say this way, Jiminy. If the little bit of artwork that you sent me a little while back actually had an NFT with it, I don't know if I would have gotten it because Beer doesn't have that kind of money, but I think that would be really interesting, just as they say, as the sort of provenance. So if Beer wanted to sell that to the Louvre, good luck trying to get it open. Good luck trying to get that thing open, Louvre. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's a good way of kind of tracking that sort of stuff where you don't have kind of either fake pieces of art or maybe like prints that are passed off as real or something like that. That's really cool. Having it as its own thing, as its own little JPEG thing, like we were talking about here, where it is sometimes just a link to the address. It's not even like the real JPEG. So that it's a little bit speculative, and Beer will leave it at there. Leave it at there. Let's see. I wonder how I can turn a talking bear into an NFT. You gotta share half of the profits with Bear there. At least make it in salmon. At least make Bear's cut in salmon there. So anyways, Club NFT, if you want to check that out. The Trillion Byte letdown. Yes indeed. All right, moving on. Just kind of a very kind of basic thing here, real quick. Something kind of Beer kind of came across here. The Dollar Tree. Everybody knows about the Dollar Tree. I'm talking about, let's see, the results of the third quarter fiscal 2021. Beer, what does this have to do with anything? Come on, man. Well, actually, it's kind of interesting because the Dollar Tree is actually the $1.25 price tree. That's right, it actually went up in price there. So for 35 years, the Dollar Tree has managed through inflationary periods to maintain the everything for $1 philosophy that distinguished the Dollar Tree and made it one of the most successful retail concepts for 3 decades. Holy cow. However, as detailed in September announcement, it just happened to be in September, the company believes that this is the appropriate time to shift away from the constraints of $1 price point in order to continue offering extreme value to the customers. This decision is permanent and is not a reactionary to a short-term or transitory market conditions. The $1.25 price point, which will apply to a majority of Dollar Tree's assortment, will enhance the company's ability to materially expand its offerings and introduce new products and sizes, and provide families with more of their daily essentials. The company will have a greater flexibility to continue to provide increased value. Only a quarter. Increased value that helps customers get the everyday items they need, and celebratory and seasonal products Dollar Tree is best known for. Additionally, this new pricing strategy enables the company to reintroduce many customer favorites and key traffic driving products that were previously discontinued due to just the constraints of the dollar price point. And the new price point will enable Dollar Tree to return to its historical roots. Only up a quarter though. Gross margin range by mitigating historically high merchandise cost increases, including freight and distribution costs, as well as higher operating costs, such as wage increases. By the way, when they actually went through all this stuff, they actually, let's see, what was it? I wasn't looking for net. Well, anyways, there was the net. It's $26.25 billion. So it's not like they're hurting any. But kind of found that interesting that the dollar store is now the $1.25 store. It's kind of interesting there. Let's see. Let's see. P-Money, you probably have to run him through a scanner first. No, that would hurt. That would hurt. Dollar Tree needs to change its name to at least a Dollar Tree. It's at least $1. There you go. All right. Well, there is one person that can help actually kick this inflationary stagnation that we're in. I think we all know who that could be that could help kickstart the entire economy here. Talking about El Trumpo. Trump receives honorary 9th degree black belt in Taekwondo. There we go. Look at that. Look at that nice smile there. That's pretty cool. And actually, he's coming out of Air Force One without tripping. That's pretty cool. Trump was presented with the holy cow! Oh my God! Look at that. Let's see. Is that yes? Oh my God, that's funny. That's right. Okay, so can we see this? Can we see this in the corner? I hope we can see it in the corner. It's the Mount Rushmore. Let's see, Washington, Jefferson, Teddy Roosevelt, and Lincoln, and then there's another guy right over here. That was some great hair, by the way. Oh, that's funny. All right, back to the article. He got a kick out of this honor. Unfortunately, President Donald Trump was presented with an honorary 9th Dan black belt in Taekwondo over the weekend by the head of one of the sport's governing bodies at Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort in Palm Beach, Florida. By the way, this is the New York Post. I'm sorry. Trump was presented with the honor by Lee Dong-sup, the president of Kukkiwon, the world's Taekwondo headquarters located in South Korea. The South Korean living in the U.S. organized the meeting. The Korean newspaper Donglebyo reported on Monday. I heard that Donald Trump is highly interested in Taekwondo, Lee was quoted. The 45th president posed with Lee while wearing traditional Taekwondo garb in several photographs that were posted on his Facebook page. These photos were accompanied by a disclaimer saying that the ceremony was not related to any political issues. But it goes on, he says, it is my pleasure and honor to receive this honorary certificate. Taekwondo is a great martial art for protecting oneself in these times when COVID-19 prevails. There we go. The former president, looking pretty cool. I like that. Let's see. The former president reportedly added that he will wear the Taekwondo outfit to Congress if he is elected president. Oh, hell yes. All right. That the president will wear the Taekwondo outfit to Congress if he's elected president again, and invited the Kukkiwon demonstration team to the United States to perform. That's pretty cool. Oh, God, I would love that he would just show up in the Taekwondo uniform. That's awesome. Oh, that's so cool. Following the ceremony, Trump and Lee posed in front of a photo at Mar-a-Lago showing the former president shaking hands with the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Really? Where was it? Oh, there it is. It got cut off. Oh, that's too bad. It got cut off. Oh, that's pretty funny. Let's see. Trump is not the first prominent world leader to receive a 9th degree black belt. Oh, really? Russian President Vladimir Putin was also awarded the honor during a visit to Seoul in 2013. Like Trump, Putin never practiced Taekwondo. However, the Russian leader does have a black belt in judo. I tell you what, I mean, if we ever get in a pinch, I mean, if it ever comes to some serious issues, I think a Trump versus Putin, kind of a la Rocky Four, I think that would be pretty cool. Put it up on pay-per-view. That would be awesome. Oh my goodness. That would be awesome. Anyways. A ninth Dan black belt, pardon me, is the highest level that one can be achieved by professional martial artists. Trump and Putin outrank martial artist expert Walker Texas Ranger Chuck Norris, holy cow, who only has an 8th degree Taekwondo black belt. Well, I tell you what, if you ever needed somebody to fight Chuck Norris, it would either be Vladimir Putin or Donald Trump. Oh boy. Oh, one of my favorite. Oh, this has got to be a one for the ages here. One for the. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. Let's see. What do you guys say? No, come on. Donald Trump is not the Steven Seagal of politics. Oh, for crying out loud. Wait, we can get an honorary black belt? Yes, indeed. I can be a dangerous fighter without doing any exercise. That's right. Let's go, Brandon. Yes, indeed. I just love that he would wear that to Congress. Oh, that would be awesome. That would be pretty cool. That in the bust here of Trump with all the other presidents. That's pretty cool. I thought that was pretty funny. One of Bear's favorite news stories. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. All right, 1 second here. All right, let's get out of where am I? Where is Bear? Let's see. Let's figure this out here. Come on, Bear. Because we're actually going to talk about, if Bear can find it, some campaign updates here. Yes, indeed. We'll get right into that as soon as Bear can get rid of this and do the thing with the thing. And this is USA Assassin. Where's that? Where'd I put it? Here we go. Sorry about that, everybody. All right, so actually Bear can read it here. He goes on. This is Mark Polton, kind of the half of the Graveyard Shift crew there. John Malin, and then who did the last one? Was it Alfeche? Or was it Renzo? I forget. Oh gosh, Bear, I'm sorry, but anyways, the other half of that, as far as Graveyard Shift, he's also doing a sort of kind of a pair-up, team-up, I guess. They had a book called USA Assassin. Let me see if I can find the cover here in a second. Where does that cover go? There it is. There's the cover. So, kind of a mashup here between USA Assassin and Graveyard Shift. So that looks pretty cool. Anyways, they go on. They say, USA Assassin is delayed at the printer, unfortunately. Mark Bolton says, I received an email from Maxim today that the delivery of the USA Assassin books, which were expected this week, were being pushed back to December 8th. No explanation was given, just that the minor delay had occurred. You gotta wonder if it's anything jab related there. I was hoping to have the good Mike McMahon out here the weekend of December 4th to sign the books, but that no longer looks like it will happen. The good news, though, is that we're so far ahead of our estimated delivery date that we will still begin fulfilling 2 months early if the December 8th delivery date still stands. Thanks for your support, and I hope everyone enjoys their Thanksgiving this week. Yes, indeed. So, I mean, sure, it stinks that, you get printer delays and all this other stuff, but, that's one of the great things is kind of being ahead of the curve a little bit, even if you think maybe, okay, it might take me, I don't know, 9 months to produce this book or something like that. Just give yourself maybe an extra month or so in there, just in case. You never know. Some stuff like this happens, and Hey, at least they let everybody know. They let everybody know, so you're not looking out there in the post, the mailbox out there, trying to find your package. And hey, where is it? Well, the printer was delayed. It's going to be a little bit. So, it's good to see that they're able to not only be kind of a little bit ahead as far as their fulfillment goes, not really fulfillment, but their project goes, and then they would have time to fulfill, even though that they're delayed by the printer here. So very cool, very cool. Very much looking forward to USA Assassin #3. The first two books were actually, oops, dang it, sorry people. The first two books were actually pretty cool. Let me go ahead and just pull up the other one here real quick while I got it, so we don't have a blank page, as it were. I don't have a blank page here. By the way, there was a Tadia update. I didn't get to it, but basically I think the digital copies are heading out here within the next week. So if you've got a digital copy of Tadia, Matthew Weldon book, I look forward to that. Hopefully we'll be getting the physical copies here pretty shortly here. So, all right, another one here from awesome Aaron Lupresti. Let me get a drink here. Let's see. Oh, P-Mice says, wow, I do give him credit for having their third book being shipped before the end of the year. Yeah, there you go. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, let's see. In an attempt, this is Aaron Lupresti here. In an attempt to stay ahead, okay, pardon me, people. As an aside here, real quick, never figured out the random bolding of words here. I'm not sure if I need to go do a little bit more of a heavy voice on that, or I don't know I don't know how to kind of do that. I'm not sure what's going on there. All right. Let's see. In an attempt to stay ahead of all the busy publishing work that lies in my future, I have sent the Wraith and Esther trading cards to the printer, along with the limited edition Wraith print. Everyone gets a Esther card, but only the pre-order sign-up patrons, I'm assuming, will get the card. However, I will have around 100 extra cards that will be available for sale on a special tier during the first week of December. For those of you who are card completionists, still trying to figure out what to do with the cards. I still have, also, I have received my order of Garbage Man. Oh, there you go. Trade paperbacks, they turned out great. And he's going to have 30 extra copies available for purchase. And those are going to go up on a special tier at the same time as the extra cards will. And he'll let you know before they are posted along with special instructions. I'm currently working on page 20 of the book. It's moving forward at a regular clip, and hope everyone is having a great Thanksgiving. So there you go. There's Garbage Man. Pretty cool. It never got, I don't think it ever got through the Indiegogo phase. I think unfortunately Aaron was a little bit short there, but you know what? Was actually able to come back with a brand new IP. There's the Wraith card right there. He's able to come up with a brand new IP, and I mean, shoot, he's shooting towards what, 110? 120, something like that. Doing great. So awesome to see awesome Aaron here doing really well. I hope some people actually are able to pick up Garbage Man. That actually looked like a really good campaign. It just for reasons didn't kind of follow through there. So there you go. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, let's see. Let's get to. Actually, there's some little pictures of what he's done so far. Really cool. Really cool. Oops. There we go. Yeah, there you go. So there's all the colored ones that he has so far. I think this is up to page. I want to say page 6, page 5, page 6, something like that. So there you go. Pretty neat. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, we were actually talking about. If Bear can find it here. Not going to read the whole thing here. It's a little long here, but talking about John Malin, and he's got another book. It's called Godlike. He's kind of already, I think the campaign is closed, so I think that closed a little while back, so unfortunately you're going to have to wait till next time to get your book, but pretty cool. He's got a art contest that they're going to do. That's kind of one of the things, if you go and check out Beer's box opening of Graveyard Shift 3. They've had some, I think 2 as well, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, they've had some great art contests there in the back where people can kind of send some stuff in and actually make a little bit of money off of it. So pretty cool. He's got all this stuff there. I mean, you can check it out as you were. The only thing that Bear saw that was kind of a just something that people should probably know about here. Let me see if it'll show up. I was talking about if you do submit something, it's going to be the property of John Malin, basically his company there, Secret Door. So if you do come up with something, just know that you're not going to be able to reproduce it or reuse it. The what is it called? Secret Door. They're going to be able to do that. So just know that you're going to be. It's kind of one of those things that some of the older, or let's see, more veteran, shall we say, Comicsgate artists out there. I'm thinking somebody like RT Bear or something like that. I remember where they were talking about, hey, I did a different design on this character or something like that. They never really got any sort of payment other than just the regular salary or something like that. So, a little bit of a kind of an issue if that's kind of your thing. But otherwise, hey, if you just want to get your name out there and or just have your nice little artwork there up on Godlike, go ahead, check it out. He's got all the requirements that you have, 11 by 17, all that sort of stuff. So pretty cool. Not going to read all the way through it, kind of a little bit boring, but just want to let everybody know about that. All right, let me get to close out of that, because this really isn't necessarily a campaign update. Bear just kind of wanted to talk about this just very briefly. Gary Shipman actually did a really great book. It's called Titan Mouse of Might. Let's see, let me get it here. Here we go. Oh, it's already up there. There we go. He did a really good job with it. This was the sort of reprint of the first book that he did, and he was going to do it in color, which was kind of a really neat thing. But one of the things that Bear kind of talked about, I'm trying to remember if Bear did a campaign review of this or not. Might have just talked about it on a live stream or something. Anyways, probably would have been better to do this as part of another campaign. Make that as a an add-on or an extra or something like that that you can get. This is one of the things that Indiegogo sends you, so it has this sort of, hey, you've backed the book, blah 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 blah, and kind of just gives you the sort of rundown to it. Excuse me here. So you see here, all the best to Barry, Gary. Not wishing any bad thing towards him, but $925 seems it's a little bit low there. I think he should probably. One of the things that during a campaign that some of the people do is puts a really low goal for their campaign, just so it kind of pops up on the Indiegogo thing. Hey, look at it. All these people are, piling in. Well, you might have only raised like $100 or something like that. But, it kind of tricks the algorithm a little bit. But if you don't actually reach, what it costs to print, then, it kind of hurts you in the end there. So, 32 backers. Again, I think that would be very good for a sort of add-on or an addition to, I don't know, let's just say Titan 3 or something like that comes out. I think he kind of had the wrong idea. Well, let me put it this way. I think if Gary had a mailing list, he probably would have had a good idea of, the amount of people that would have backed it and might have kind of made a judgment call from there. I think kind of jumping into the pond a little bit too quickly there. That and probably didn't get enough of an outreach there. Probably needs to have a little bit more help from some of the folks there to be able to get a little bit more outreach there. No comments as far as that. No further comment on that. But yeah, I think that would kind of be the two things that Bear would kind of talk about there. But yeah, definitely looking forward to the color version. I just don't think that it was a. How shall I put this? I don't think it was necessary. Titan, it's black and white. So the Titan book actually came out great. It's one of those great, just straight black and white books. Didn't really need the color. I'm sure it's going to be fine in color, but Yeah, I probably would have saved this for another campaign just to have an add-on or something to that effect. All right, let's see. Aaron sold more Garbage Man through his Wraith of God campaign. Yeah, probably so. Um, I remember probably very early on doing a campaign review of that, and yeah, it was kind of sad to see that it didn't get funded or anything like that. Was able to get a what did he call that? I'm trying to remember the name of the book, but it was kind of his little art book that he put out and everything. But Bear was actually got a remark of the Garbage Man in there, so that was pretty cool, pretty neat. Enjoyed that. So yeah, it's good that he's able to. I think that they were printing it through. Trying to remember who. I'm sorry if Beer's kind of losing it. It was it DC that it was going through or something like that. I forget who it was going through. So I think that it might have already been printed and he kind of paid for some of that. So at least he's getting his money back and hopefully making some money off of the printing of Garbage Man. Yes, indeed. All right. Now to the main attraction. We were going to talk about this. The last time that Bear actually got on to, his favorite, not favorite, I shouldn't call it his favorite, his sort of guilty pleasure show of the Foundation. Almost did a live watch on Friday. Kind of glad I didn't. I'll tell you what, it's flashes of brilliance, but also pretty stupid. So, in either case, we've got Uncle E here with CyberFrog II Rekt Planet. So let's go ahead and get right on into it here. It's kind of a long. Let me pull it up here. Where is it? There it is. Let's see. Is that the right one? Yeah. So it's a little bit long. It got some great artwork here, but it's a little bit long. So as Bear reads along, he will put up some nice little artwork instead here for you people. So you have something to look forward to. All right, let's see. It says, hello, CyberFrog, Wrecked Planet backers. I tell you what, we'll be able to read one of these days. Here is a general update of what's going on and where we're at. First, the comic is still underway. By the way, he's actually doing some drawing streams, which is actually pretty cool. I actually enjoy watching some of those. Ethan is working feverishly on it, but I will not sacrifice my quality standards, and I will not cut it short, he says. At the moment, we have just under 60 pages of story and art. I'm not sure the exact final page count yet, but it's bigger than you anticipated and filled with lots of surprises. Which actually kind of, if it's 60 pages, I wonder if it's actually going to be, what do they call that? Square bound or perfect bound, however you call it. The first book was stapled together. This one, being a little bit thicker here, 60 pages. They might have a little bit different of a what do they call that? The spine, a little bit different of a spine there. Let's see. This below. Let's see. Are we showing it? It's not that picture, but this below is the best page that I've ever drawn, in my opinion. I love the sense of family in it, the kindness of Cyberfrog as he and Lily bond. Oh, and the emptiness of the space they inhabit. Like personal possessions, there are few and to be treasured. Actually, there's a bear on top of the bookcase there. There you go. A very treasured bear. Let's see, it's not that one. Sorry, people. I'm looking as it's flipping through. It's not that one, but he did show the black and white version of that color picture there. So, anyways, a couple more pictures here. Let's see, a couple more pictures. I think you've seen some of those. Yeah. Let's see. This book will feel big. It'll feel tragic. It's going to deliver. Well, except for little Timmy McTimerson. I'm going to deliver. Well, except for to little Timmy McTimerson. You will be glad. You are patient. I hope. And he goes on talking about PVCS and calendars. Oh, PVCs. I'm sorry. PVCs and calendars. Let's see. We've had a lot of questions about this. We began shipping the PVCs, the little toys. From what I understand, Andrea and Michelle have shipped most of it, if not all, to domestic solo PVC no book order notebook orders, excuse me. So if you ordered a frog, a salamander, or any combination of both of those and live in the U.S., sorry, P-Money, it's likely you have received them by now. International will be shipping soon. And he goes on, honeycomb box backers. I think that is the first, I think that's the first campaign where they put it in the box. Kind of a neat idea. We're at the beginning stages of shipping your Salamandroid and CyberFrog PVCs, plus your 2022 wall calendars. I wonder if they actually started that as 2021 and then had to, scratch out the one and put the 2 on there. Not sure. We need to ship your PVCs independent of the books anyhow, so we thought we'd send you your calendars as well. We'll finish all 2,500 orders before Christmas. Holy cow. You will not receive an email or tracking for these, since we want to save your email notifications for final shipping of the campaign. And then keeps going on. Honeycomb boxes. Meanwhile, we love you all. Oh, thank you, Uncle E. And thank you for being so patient with us. We do lots of crowdfunders, and we always get great feedback from our customers, but this is without I doubt the biggest, and we know that you're excited for it. So are we. Yes, indeed. Please remember to follow me on Twitter at Ethan Van Skyver, and also subscribe to Comic Artist Pro Secrets on YouTube to get the most up to the minute and detailed updates on all the campaigns, plus drawing live streams. Yeah, he's been doing a couple of those drawing live streams. Been enjoying it. It's your comic. Well, it better be. Watch some of it get drawn. And he says, have a great week. Uncle E. All caps comics. He doesn't say Uncle E. It's Ethan Van Skyver. But anyways, that's the first one there. Let me get to the second one. I hope you guys are enjoying the artwork here. Let's see here. Okay, and then the second art, I think this just came in the other day. Let's see, the 20th. Here's the 24th. Yeah, so a couple days ago. PVCs are touching down all over America. Let's see, he has... Well, I'll go ahead and switch over to it so you guys can see. Let's see. Oh, shoot, I don't have it on here. Well, never mind then. Never mind. All right, we'll go ahead and read it, though. It is a nice little... the Salamandroid toy is, huge. Holy cow. We're hearing about PVCs reaching their homes all over the place, but we've only just begun the fulfillment process. Just kind of continuing on. This is a second email from him. If you are a honeycomb box backer, we're sure yours is arriving soon, unless you're little Timmy McTimerson. Then it might not be. Still working on CyberFrog II Wrecked Planet. Here's a new page. Oh, that's the page that he loved right there, the one in the room there. Let's see, is that the one? No, not quite yet. Here's a new page as Trick Ron, a.k.a. CyberFrog, treks 2 very unwelcome guests over the Pine Barrens. So there you go. Pretty cool. And then, yeah, the one that you just saw there just a moment ago, Kyle Richards' colors are absolutely unearthly. Holy cow, he comes from another planet and creates incredible mood and atmosphere. I can give him as much detail as I want, and he separates it all out. It makes it even more visually astonishing. Yeah, I would agree with that. Bear, one of the things he said last week was kind of the bottom part of the page. Although he did fill in the 2 panels, I think. I don't think those panels were there the last time. Either way, there's a little bit of, I don't want to say wasted space. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it's a waste or anything like that. It just might not be as necessary to show a lot of the sort of forest ground pleasure there. Maybe made that a second panel or something. It's a lot of detail. So maybe one of the reasons that it's late. But yeah, I mean, it looks great and everything. I really do think that, there you go, there's the one that I'm talking about. I really do think that Kyle kind of brings it out. Sometimes when you look at some of the black and white stuff, it looks a little, I mean, he does a great job doing detail work, but it gets a little cluttered at times. So I think having the colors kind of brings that out just a little bit. So anyways, we're both hard at work finishing the story, but if you want some CyberFrog now, and you missed the CyberFrog Warts and All campaign, we have a Christmas package on sale on our eBay store. It's limited to 120, and it's a great deal. Go check that out on the eBay store. Let's see, I hope you're all happy and healthy. there is. We'll see you again soon with another update. Uncle E at All Caps Comics. So there you go. Some cool stuff, some great artwork there, of course, from Uncle E. Pretty cool stuff. I think this is like a 2-page. It's kind of shrunk down there, but there you go. Let's see. Oh my God. No, Jiminy. Oh, goodness. Okay. I liked the Foundation, says Jiminy Cricket, but there were a lot of nonsense in it, yes, indeed. Unfortunately, I never read the books, or I would have been ticked. Yes, indeed. Let's see. I don't know. I'll go into a side rant on that in just a minute. Let me finish the other stuff here. Great drawing streams from Uncle Lee. He needs to do more of them. Yeah, I would hope. CyberFrog Wreck Planet may end up being a trade paperback, as long as it's not a hardcover. I hate hardcover comics. They weigh too much. I actually kind of like the hardcovers. I think I don't mind the hardcovers at all. All right, the Foundation. Damn it, since darn it, I'm sorry. Sorry, P Money here. The Foundation. All right, let's see. All right, let's get to it. Let's just get right on into it here, because this is the best part of it, the Lee Pace stuff. Is it showing? Oh, it's a second or two behind here. The Lee Pace stuff, it was great. That was the greatest part of this entire show. The sort of, what do they call it? The Empire. His name is actually Empire. It's pretty cool. Anyways, that is the best part of the show, but it's a lot like getting like your favorite sandwich or your favorite ice cream or something like that, and it's got like a little bit of turd in there. Sure, you can kind of eat around it just a little bit, but like the water girl here, I don't know what's the deal with the water girl. It seems like I don't know. She was like 12 years old at the very beginning, and now she's like sorry, spoiler alerts, a mother here of a female Chris Rock. Just all that stuff. It made no sense. It was totally circular. It didn't need to happen. They could have cut out like 80% of that stuff and would have been just fine. Like I said, Lee Pace just carrying the entire series on his back. Like the very end there. I don't know if Jiminy Cricket saw it or whatever, but like a boss. I tell you what, he had found the girl there, and she was the cause of a lot of consternation, and handled it like a boss. I tell you what, that was. They can't really show a whole lot of blood or guts or anything like that on Apple TV, but man, oh man, I tell you what, it's one of those things where it's you hate to have this sort of two people talking in a room. Kind of boring, but that was one of the ways that they actually made it work. Was they could have shown all the oh, it's so cool. I don't know if I should ruin it or not, but yeah, they had the girl, and it was like, okay, we're taking out everybody that you know and everybody that they know. We've got it, and it's gonna happen in 3, 2, 1, bye. All right, boom, like a boss. That was oh man, that was cool. That was the best part of the series. And then they just kind of crapped the bed with female Chris Rock and Water Girl. They don't need any of that stuff. The what was his name? The professor guy, the Selden, he died, resurrected like Jesus. How did the spaceship get there before the other spaceship got there? I don't know. It's stupid, but it's kind of funny. It's I probably would say it's the most expensive campy show that you're ever gonna see. I think in a couple, 3, 4, 5 years, if you ever have a convention or stuff like that, this would be a really cool thing to be like a convention where you show up with the weird outfits that they have and everything. That's kind of cool. But otherwise, it's just really campy. It's you make fun of it. They had the space pirate there. There's a space pirate. Yes, there's a space pirate. He's in love with female Chris Rock, and female Chris Rock is like, okay, I gotta leave the planet, like, now. I'm gonna steal your spaceship, space pirate. And he's like, no, I hate to see you go. And he's like crying. It's like, come on, man, you're a space pirate. Don't cry. Bear was laughing at that. It was like the stupid funny. Like it's so stupid you just laugh at it. That's how stupid and funny it was. But anyways, let's see. Tape over hardcover books 80 days of the week, says Jiminy Cricket. Lee Pace is the best thing about the Foundation. And he says, I hate Lee Pace. My wife loves him, though. No, I'm telling you, he carries that show on his shoulders. It's ah man, just chewing up the scenery. It's great. I'm trying to remember. I thought he was in one of the Marvel movies. I want to say one of the Thor movies, but I'm not. I'm not sure. I forget. But *Halt and Catch Fire*, a great show. He's in a couple other things as well. But just one of those actors that you can still hand him a lousy. Although these are just great roles, though. These are great roles. But hand him a lousy role with some lousy dialogue, and he can just kind of chew right through it. Oh, it's great. It's great. If you ever watch The Foundation, you're going to watch it. Just make sure you have your remote with you and just fast forward through the female Chris Rock here and the water girl. You can fast forward through all that. It's literally not worth your time. It's not germane to the story, even though they make it to be. The cool part, oh my god, they should have just at the very end with the robot lady, she like goes in and she's doing her like her makeup or whatever, and then sorry, spoiler alert, starts ripping off her face. Oh my god, that was cool. It should have ended the show right there. They should have just rah, and that's it. And then they cut back to stupid water girl, and she goes back to her stupid water planet. Oh wow, I got a space canoe. Let me do that, and then it's like diving through the water. And oh wow, who could it be at the bottom of the thing? Oh, it's female Chris Rock, and it's so stupid. Oh my god. All right. Anyways, that's the long and the short of Beer's Foundation. I don't know. I don't know if I should do a water party for the Foundation. It would be a lot of Bear sighing and saying this is so stupid and oh my god and laughing and then just kind of promoting Lee Pace. I thought he did an excellent job. But other than that, Oh, Jeff Potts, good to see you here. Good to see you here. Let's see. A Canadian Thanksgiving is faux giving. That's right. That's entirely correct. They emasculated most of the men in the story in order to make the woman the she-rose. Yeah, we were talking about the sort of girl that's key to everything. It's all right to have a female lead hero character. That's totally cool. It's fine. There's been plenty of examples. But when you make them the key to everything, and okay. The whole thing's about mathematics and everything. Like, at least it started off as mathematics. It's very, prediction based, that sort of deal. And then they threw that out the window, and it's like, you're the destiny for everything. When you make it, you're destined to do this, you take out the entire reason to watch. There's no tension in there other than the stuff that you would give it, but at the very end, she's the key to everything, so they can't, man, oh man, if they would have killed off one of those characters in this, it would be great. Not that it would be great, but they would at least have the knowledge to say, okay, we're going to try something different. We're going to pull the rug out from them. I think that would have been awesome, but they didn't do it because female Chris Rock and Water Girl, I don't even know their characters' names. They're just kind of names them themselves. So, anyways, crying space pirate. Hashtag crying space pirate. That Bear just started just busted out laughing when I saw that. Busted out laughing. I have the audio turned down. I'm sorry if I'm loud, Jeff Potts. Sorry if I'm loud. Let's see. On an entire planet of water, Gail, that's her name. I'm sorry. Thank you, Jiminy. Thank you. Just happened to crash land exactly where Salver Heritage. Oh, yeah, that's right. A female Chris Rock. I call her female Chris Rock. Happened to be in cryostasis underwater. And when she went down there, oh, this is so stupid. So they go down there, and it's like, oh, it's supposed to be a mystery. Who's she pulling up from the deep? By the way, okay, so you get out of the cryo sleep thing. Like, the water's supposed to drain, and, you're supposed to wake up in the pod and everything. Well, Water Girl goes in there and, opens up the pod while it's underwater. So, you'd figure, female Chris Rock, what was her name? Salvor, whatever. Female Chris Rock. You figure female Chris Rock, which you don't know that's down there, by the way, would choke to death because she's supposed to be waking up, right? Well, anyways, Water Girl grabs a mysterious person, we don't know who it is, and brings them up, and then they're underneath like a tarp or something like that. I don't know. It was so. Oh, and the space pod it sank. Like, she came down, landed, I'm assuming on the little platform that they had built, right? Because it's only like 3 inches of water. And then it sunk, so I didn't understand that. It was so stupid. So stupid! Anyways, it's a very campy show. If you can kind of look past the very stupid parts of it and just kind of say, hey, this is kind of a campy show, and they're just throwing a whole bunch of money at it, it's a good show. But other than that, anyways. Let's see. All right, yeah. Anyways, that's Bear's foundation story. Oh, and Trump there. Jeff Potts, you missed one of the great stories of all time. Trump getting a black belt in Taekwondo. There you go. There you go. Let's see. Sorry, my Wi-Fi cut out for a bit. That's all right, P Money. We're probably going to be wrapping it up here in just a moment. Actually, it's 9 o'clock, so there we go. We can kind of probably wrap things up here. With the exception of P Money, I hope everyone else has a great a great Thanksgiving. Apparently, P Money has already celebrated Thanksgiving, so I'm sure he's happy and everything. Actually, that's not a bad idea because you have Thanksgiving and then like immediately after you got to go straight to Christmas. I mean, there's no like break there in between. You really need kind of a break in between to have settle down a little bit. Here in Florida, I mean, we just had, I mean, literally, like, within the last week, it just became fall. Like, all of a sudden, all the trees got together and they says, hey, yeah, it's about time. So, yeah, they did that. Let me show the, Donald Trump. Or, let me do the other one. There we go. Yeah, there's the one. There's the money shot right there. Oh, that's great. Oh, I love that. Oh, let's get that out of the way. There we go. Oh, that's terrific. Anyways, I'm kind of done rooting for Empire in that show. I'm not sure if that's what they intended. I'm kind of rooting. Yeah. No, it would. We were talking about last week, Jimmy Cricket, and Bear kind of compared it to Game of Thrones. Um, I think if they had just did the Empire thing. I'm sorry, people, if I'm getting off track here. Bear could talk about this for an entire hour. Um, I think if they had just did the sort of Game of Thrones, sort of Empire, or palace intrigue, that sort of deal, made the sort of what's his name, Professor, what's his face? Oh, the one that just kind of drones on and thinks he's the best, and then became Space Jesus, of course, Space Jesus. Anyway, Space Jesus there, I think may have, put that as kind of a secondary or maybe a third character. Got rid of Water Girl. We don't need her. Female Chris Rock. Okay, that's fine, whatever. But just kind of made the sort of they're called Brother. What was it? Brother Dawn, Brother Day, which is Lee Pace, and then Brother Dusk. I think it is. It's supposed to be kind of they're the clone of the very first Empire or Emperor, whatever. So they've got like a they've got like a little empire, the main empire guy, and then old man empire. So I mean, just a really cool concept. I mean, with great actors like that, you can really kind of play it out because it's technically the same character, but it's different because like the sort of nature versus nurture sort of debate. It's got a really cool kind of philosophical thing behind it. Even though it's the same person, they're just a little bit different and everything. It's just that is the best part of the show. And man, oh man, I mean, I'm with you. They think that they're trying to make them the bad guys, but it's like, no, those are the good. Space Romans. That's cool. I think if you didn't read the book, Bear kind of barely got into it. Basically, it's the fall of the Roman Empire in space. So Bear kind of calls them Space Romans. So just kind of think of it that way. And Space Jesus here thinks he's, going to save everything. He kind of takes a look at, somebody like a historian nowadays kind of looks back in history and says, okay, what could we change in the Roman Empire so it didn't, cause, a really long Dark Ages or something like that. That's kind of the sort of idea behind the show. But then they kind of got lost in this sort of soap opera-esque early mid-90s Spielberg, the Crystal, New Age, you're the one that you're looking for, that sort of deal. Just no, terrible, bad. But yeah, all the Empire stuff, really cool, really cool. All right, let's see. Oh, it just became fall where you are. Not like, not like we got 30. I don't know how deep that is, but 30 centimeters of snow here just this week. Well, there you go, P Money. That's pretty cool. At least you can go out there and go. I don't know, make a snow angel or make a snowman or shovel the snow, I suppose. I don't know. Yeah, we kind of a little bit behind a lot of that stuff. So, yeah, anyways, long story short, a little bit, have Thanksgiving, a little bit earlier or something like that. Or maybe make Christmas a little bit later. Maybe make Christmas in, like, January or something like that. I think we can kind of stretch that out, help out the supply chain a little bit and just say, hey, let's have Christmas in, I don't know, January 12th or something like that. That's probably Martin Luther King Day, but, anyways, right after Martin Luther King Day. Anyways, gosh darn it. That's right, Jiminy Cricket. Talking American. We're talking inches here. Talking inches. That's right. All right. Well, you know what? We've talked about NFTs and possibly, being taken away from you at any moment. We talked about the Dollar Tree now becoming a $1.25 tree. It's interesting there. We talked about one of Bear's favorite, probably one of his favorite news stories of the year. Trump getting a black belt in Taekwondo. Pretty cool. We did a couple of campaign updates, including CyberFrog, so hopefully people are looking forward to some of those campaigns. And of course, we spent, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 minutes talking about the foundation. I don't know, maybe just for Jiminy, maybe we might do a watch party. Maybe probably just the last episode. I don't want to watch the whole dang thing again. It's just Bear would fast forward through most of it. So I don't know. We'll see. Actually, Bear did a I don't know. I don't think I have it on here, but actually brought up a thumbnail and everything. Was thinking about doing it, but never got around to it. So we'll see. We'll see how much demand there is. If people don't demand it, then believe me, Bear isn't going to do it. So all right. Inches are of the devil. Well, there's a fight in the chat over standard versus metric here. Do the last episode, Jiminy says. All right, well, I don't know. Maybe Friday or Saturday. It depends on how busy Bear is. It's been kind of cutting back here. Kind of just been doing a once a week show here. Yeah. If there is demand, Bear will meet that demand. So, all right, we'll do a foundation finale. You'll see Bear bust out laughing at the crying space pirates. So there we go. All right. Well, once again, everybody except for P Money, I hope everybody has a great Turkey Day out there, a great Thanksgiving. I hope your bellies are full. And I don't know, if you watch football or whatever, you enjoy the game as well. So there you go. Thanks everybody for showing up. I do appreciate everybody. Jiminy Cricket, great to see Jiminy Cricket here. P Money, of course, a very seldomly seen, but good to have Jeff Potts here, and everybody else that might just lurk around. We do appreciate you as well. So once again, thanks everybody. We're gonna head back into the woods. So until next time, grrrrr.